patio. But now let's see if we can jump into episode 7, The Menace in the North, eh?
Things just weren't right up in Canada. Random acts of violence were popping up like weeds, and the Northern Lights, well, they just weren't right. One night they'd be brighter than ever, and the next, gone. In Nunavut Bay, I overheard talk between Jean BISON and his mysterious partner Arpeggio. Somehow, those two are behind it all. Tracking the source of the disturbance was easy. By simply following the lights, we were led north to an immense lumber camp. The sheer number of fallen trees advertised Jean BISON's presence and that he was in possession of the clockwork talons. The Thieves Raccoonus makes numerous references to the talons slicing through plates of steel. A skilled lumberjack like BISON could clear a forest in hours while wielding the artifacts. Those talons have got to go, both to finally do away with clockwork and to save the environment from his twisted sense of progress. The world just doesn't need to make space for another strip mall.
Sly Cooper and the gang in Menace from the North, eh? But what they're doing here, yeah, is that they steal the Northern Light. That's what they're doing here. Not at all. And then we are gonna see if we can collect all the bottles.
Okay, so here's what we know. One, Arpeggio's blimp is on its way to pick up a battery from Jean BISON. And two, the only way we'll get a crack at Arpeggio's clockwork brain is by finding a way to sneak aboard his blimp.
But before we do that, we'll need to snag the clockwork talons off Jean BISON. Time is short and we've got a lot to accomplish.
True, but first things first. This lumber camp isn't on any of my maps. I need you to poke around and take some recon photos. They'll help to get my sensors oriented.
No problem. Recon photos, I got covered.
In anticipation of the icy climate, I took the liberty of modifying your cave. It can now separate into two smaller caves, useful for ice climbing. Try ascending to the top of that sheet of ice. Just jump and hit the circle button to dig in.
There you go, that was all the bottles. Let's go and climb this ice for some recon pictures.
It's good to see my Cade upgrade perform so well in the field. Now scout the area. I could really use the reconnaissance.
Of course your stuff will work, Bentley. What do you worry about? Ooh, we're tiny pockets. Medium bolo. Where's the large bolo you have then? Boat.
Fascinating. My sensors detect a Wi-Fi link to that boat. It must be piloted by computer.
Already forgot about me. And I jumped. Don't do it, okay.
Jean BISON's house. The lair of the beast. The den of evil. The epicenter of ecological destruction.
epicenter of ecological destruction. Come on, you can clearly see the bear from here. See how close you can get to the door. It didn't work out. Will give me some space. Close the wall.
This place is bear country, all right. Interesting. He's putting out a slight radio signature. Particularly old. I guess this logging camp has been around for a while. Okay, that should do it. Now for the real point of interest. Head for that lighthouse and try to find a way to sneak in.
Find a way to sneak in by climbing to the top. How I know? Been playing this a long time. But by the looks of it, I'll die for the What are you meeping about, Coffee? Maybe you didn't have to sneak it into the top.
That's the battery charger, but where's the battery arpeggios coming to pick up? I was right. The entrance is barred from the inside. Just looking at that spinner makes me dizzy. Might as well get a shot of old Jean BISON.
Come on, show me your ugly face, BISON.
Oh, SLY, listen in. He's mumbling to himself.
Come on, Jean. You got it in you. Those lumberjack games need some more competition, eh? What would attract the participants? Bullseye! I'll post the clockwork talons as a trophy. That should bring in the competition. Although, who am I kidding, eh? I'm gonna win just like every other year. Oh, it's tough being this tough. It sure is, yeah.
Head back to the safe house. We need to talk about these lumberjack games.
Lumberjack games.
Well, guys, Jean BISON has unknowingly thrown down the gauntlet. With the Clockwork Talons as a trophy, we'd be fools not to participate in his lumberjack games. Fortunately, due to frequent avalanches, a log chopping guide was frozen in a wall of ice not far from our position. Sly, you're in charge of acquiring the book. I'm sure it will prove invaluable. Now, we're all aware that Arpeggio's blimp is coming to pick up another battery. To sneak aboard without incident, I'd recommend we pull a Trojan horse and stow away inside the battery. However, the location of the device is still a mystery. We need some inside information. So, working together, you two will infiltrate the Moose Guard's secret RC combat club. Those guys all work in the lighthouse. If you win the battle, I'm sure they'll talk. Despite his antique mind, Jean BISON's no fool. To keep tabs on him, we'll need to bug his house, steal the radio tags off local bears, and then jerry-rig them into a sensor array. It's a challenging set of tasks, and that blimp's on its way. Let's get to work.
Let's get to work. Is it fun following Ishikawa? No? Yeah, looking at you playing it also on the plate again. Yeah. Don't know why. Oh, it is fun.
Wild bears in the area have been tagged with radio tracking devices. If you could snag enough of them, we should be able to set up a receiver array around Jean BISON's house.
I'm always up for bugging someone's home.
The first step is crawling into that bear cave and stealing the goods.
I'm on it.
Left to clock. Let's get inside and steal some radio stuff from bears.
The radio transmitters have all been tagged in their mouths. You'll have to sneak up and pickpocket it while they're yawning.
Sounds safe.
Stay clear of the thin, crackly ice. Walking on it is sure to wake the bears.
I'll keep that in mind.
Walking on it, sure to make the bears. Now come on, yawn, you big fella. Thank you. He just walked up there. So could you have done? Come on, yawn. Not you. You want a bit faster. Radio transmitter. Let's do you first. Five out of 6. Come on. One more. The bears want the whole thing. And there you go, radio transmitter.
Only you could have pulled that off. Head outside and I'll fill you in on the next step.
Det är samurai.
To form a receiver array, you'll have to place the radio transmitters in precise locations around Jean Bison's base of operations.
Seems easy enough.
Once you're in position, hit the circle button to place the transmitter.
Once in position. Well, you're walking around the old body. Scares people off. There's one mission I don't want to do is the lasers. It's just annoying.
Boys, I'm gonna tell you all the tally for last month. The blue lumberjack team managed to clear cut 128 acres of forest. Not bad considering they had to kill all them badgers to do it, eh? But now, the gold lumberjack team, bless their hearts, those boys chopped down 211 acres. Y'all hear that? 211 acres of progress. Almost brings a tear to my eye.
Yeah, chicken.
How much wilderness y'all saved. Keep up the good work, fellas. Not long till we can start putting up those track homes. Yeah.
Two more to go. The chicken is a fat cow. Give me your money. Double up. There. Wait. Come on, you hit me with sword blades. There, and one more to go on top of Bison's house. Canada isn't so much different from Norway. Here this is very pleasant in Norway. All icy and cold for a reason. Dangerous driving a car. And there's another street of Bison's house. What's going on?
Nice work. The array's up and running.
Boom, 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 boom. And then we see if we can just do that silly SLY. Get knocked out.
SLY, I've detected what appears to be an ancient guide to log chopping that might be useful for the lumberjack caves. Unfortunately, it's frozen deep in an ice wall.
How are we supposed to get to it? Wait for more global warming?
That industrial laser is used to cut through petrified logs. If it could be bounced out that window, with your help, I should be able to harness its energy to melt the ice wall and free the bug.
How do I redirect that thing?
There should be a switch on the other side of this wall. Throw it and then head outside.
They even talked about global warming in this game. large gem. Oh, I live scared. There. Hoping that will give me health. Large gold bar. That's what we want. So I will keep that in, but fine by me. Then there.
Attention all you fellas working the sawmill. Make sure you keep a steady watch. The prowler's been spotted, and we cannot afford to have any of them happen to our log cutting equipment. Particularly that laser-type saw blade.
If I did my math right, and I always do my math right, then the combination has got to be 583.
That was close. Add on 580. Lightning spin.
Gadzooks, that's a nice one.
Like trying to do before. Bend the system on us. Let's see if I get it right. Ooh, another. Medium gem.
You've done it! The laser's been redirected out the window.
And then it is the annoying part.
Now to get that laser pointed at the ice wall, you'll need to alter its direction with the crystals I put in your pouch.
I see. I just walk to where the laser stops, place a crystal, and it'll bounce the beam to a new position. That log chopping book is as good as ours.
Just gotta make sure I don't burn myself. Or drown. You want to hook up to the signet? I'm pressing circle in vain. Cool. Like usual. There you go. Thank you for your help. Don't eat stuff. Didn't see the point in breaking the outhouse, but fine by me. I'll unlock this new enemies. very good. Come on, your business in there. Here's what I hate about it, because you have to go all the way around the map just to get somewhere. With this laser system. Ooh, the table. Small bugger. Too late. That's everything now. Last one, I hope. Also will free that mammoth. Look.
Stand clear, Sly. Something else is coming out of the deep freeze. I've never seen such a majestic creature. So full of life, so ready to live. So much for that. He's back in the deep freeze.
Oh, he's back in the deep freezer. Log.
Cheer up, pal. We got the log chopping guide.
Guide. Noticed that what are you gonna call it? The mammoth lasted long, because now you will see them floating in the snow. And you know what the top is. See now I know where that is. Way too close. Way too close. Oh, seriously. That was dead. Oh, wow. Where did I see that on the map? I saw a collectible or loot with time on. Somewhere here. Get the bear melody. Come on. That's me taking them out, well, it's a bear taking them out. Look at this. Found it. Wait. Where is it? I'm out of here. Goodbye. And there you go. And got all the loot. See if we get the last one as well then. Do you think we'll be able to find it very easily this time? Because now I actually do any more videos. Still don't understand why they go and break the houses. Take it's all for nothing to build them. Sitting there pooping. Missed. Get knocked out. Now we got all three. Let's go sell it. We are getting rich. C reflexes. I don't need it. Let's go for Murray.
Sure is a shame about...
Murray with his belly flop. Be on instant. One hit. Oi. Why have I never used that before? Would you able to do that? Wasn't that that too though? This. There you go, wrong. Oh. Just got my health back. There we go.
Rumor has it that several off-duty guards meet in that cabin for an RC combat club.
This is going to be great. I haven't been in any RC combat since that job we pulled in Istanbul. It was awesome.
Istanbul. I am ruthless when necessary. Let's get inside this cabin. This used to be one of the funniest missions ever, where you could use a RC.
Those guards will never let you into the combat club without a disguise. That old moosehead should do the trick. Only there's no way for you to get up there. Hide out in this barrel while I send in SLY to steal the head.
Murray isn't it?
SLY, if you can get the stuffed moosehead without being detected, Murray should be able to join the RC Combat Club without raising any suspicion.
I wish we had more missions like this. Got any shiny pockets up here? All of them. 2 of them are shiny pockets. You don't mind if I'm taking medium gem? Large gold bar. Or large bull. Jag har en chans till pocket. Yes. Medium gem. Oh. Not let's make our way up there. What was that? Oh. Sneak on these blades. Here's no shiny pockets. But he has a shiny pockets. And these are the large gold bar. I took him out stealthily, didn't he? And I better keep those large bars and all that stuff in me. Oh my god. Of course, that's against the rule. Got in his shiny pocket again.
Murray, heads up.
Yeah, it's a stealth job. You can just shout to your friend down there. Hey, heads up, catch this.
Hey, fellas. Any of you guys think you can beat the Merc? The Moose? Maybe put a bet on it.
Oh, I'm in, eh? I ain't got a lot of money for this wager, but there's no way I'd lose to a new guy like you, huh?
That's an unbelievable.
That RC combat drone
Okay.
takes some skill to control. Steer with the left analog stick and hold down the X button for gas. After you collect the fallen ammo, press the square button to fire its turret. Here's a pro tip. You can only aim the turret while you're stopped.
That award is more. I am the greatest. I am the best. But no.
You won, eh?
Boom, boom, boom.
But I ain't got no money.
That might be okay. It all depends
Depends on what.
on whether or not you know the location of the Northern Light battery.
Oh, well, I guess I owe ya.
The Murray, or the Moose.
After reading through the log shopping guide, it's become painfully clear that to win in the lumberjack games, we'll have to cheat. Now, I've constructed a plan that hinges around us acquiring an eagle's egg, which is more difficult than you'd think. First, Murray needs to lure a bear into taking out the local oil mains. Once destroyed, the pressurized oil should ignite and create updrafts, which SLY will then use to paraglide over to the eagle's nest, grab an egg, and then head back to the safe house. Thanks to Murray's undercover work in the RC Combat Club, we've learned that the Northern Light battery is hidden in a silo nearby.
No.
The battery needs some serious modification if we're going to hide inside it to sneak onto Arpeggio's blimp. First, we'll short the battery with grapple lines on local boats. Then, we'll all break into the lighthouse and sever the power flow to the battery. That way it won't recharge. Given my electrical engineering background, this plan has a 97% chance of success. Pretty good, huh?
97% chance of success. Now who do we gotta be? SLY mission. Let's see if we can steal that eggs then. Do we need to be Murray first? He won't know what hit enough to make sense.
That lighthouse is the conduit for collecting the Northern Lights. We need to shut it down, or the silo battery will continue to fill with energy, making it impossible for us to stow away inside.
So, you want me to go in there and bust the thing up? Sounds like work for Murray.
Actually, this job will require all three of our skills. The front door is locked, and you're the only one capable of climbing up to the hatch on top. Once inside, sneak down to the ground floor and let us in. We'll help you finish the job.
All right, see you on the ground floor.
Come on, Bentley, you're nimble enough to actually be able to climb up there. But the stone stance here, that's against people with only swords. While the wind stance, the one you acquired now, is for people against shields. Yeah. Water stance is for against spears, I think. And the moon's stance is for the fat people.
Nice climbing, SLY. You made it up to the hatch.
No. But I still like the wind stance best, because you attack faster. But it doesn't always work against the... Work against the... Just, sword people. Keep your axes sharp.
Thanks, pal. Just let me at that Northern Light attractor. It'll be slag in minutes.
Not quite that simple, Murray. I'll reverse the energy flow from the control computer while you lift the main circuit breaker. That should give SLY a short window of opportunity to climb up the power lines and overload the system from the top.
Up, down, up, down. They should put an elevator in this place.
Ooh, shot it. Small gem.
Get climbing, SLY. We can't keep this thing reversed forever.
Yeah, this is heavier than it looks.
And they did.
We did it! The collection mechanism is overloading!
Easy. He's the funniest. I think he has the funniest. Give it a look. I'm gonna show you something very funny. Hopefully it's hold on, there's I'll be back. Of course I'm winning it. Are you winning it? It's a hit. Lights out. Maybe here. hitting those either. Come on, maybe I'll be in them. See now. The Morris stomach knows no fear of foe. Just destruction. Don't you hear it? Should be. Usually would knock him off to the level. Okay. Here do? No. He was pooping in here, yeah? Let's see if we can get the bear out of here again. We have exactly 6,000 coins.
If we're gonna get an eagle egg, you'll first have to destroy all the local oil mains.
It looks pretty sturdy. The Murray is strong, but his fists can't punch through metal.
No problem. See that old bear down there? His name is Grizzleface. The guards ignore him because he's blind and practically nerve dead, except for his sense of smell. If that old guy smells fish, there's no stopping him. Use Grizzleface to take out the oil mains.
But I don't smell like fish. Do I? How can I lure him around?
Bentley's taken up a post along the river. He'll keep tossing bombs into the water, and the fish should get blown sky high. Plenty should land near your position.
So, you want me to throw a fish at the oil mains so that old Grizzleface will knock them apart?
That's the idea. You might even try throwing fish at the guards. Might improve their odor.
Yeah. Come on, Medley. Let's throw some more bombs in the fish. Sure, I guess you
Nice
beat him.
work. Trot old Grizzleface over to the next oil main by luring him with fish. Bear's coming.
What happened? Oi, oi, oi.
Grizzleface is moving towards your position.
There is Grizzleface, I don't see him. There it is. Starting. Oh, fireflies. Eve. Ha ha ha. Hehehe. Ew. No. Well, if it's a bonus, then I would suggest it to do it. Mother. Don't. Oh, I hate this place. Man. I don't like this place at all. No. And I'm getting followed by him. Because it's blind and nerd dead. So the only thing that's making him follow me is smell, but every time I've been near him before, he always attacked. So like he saw me. And I said that the guards avoid him or ignore him because he's blind and all that. And his name is Grizzleface. Still following? Yes. Focusing gold. It's glitched out now. Up there is glitched out. Come on, you got up there, you're gonna get it down. reason they can attack down there. The old one of his presence. Come on, Griffin face. Get down there. I'm gonna kill myself. I have to kill myself. Wait. Sword people and shield. Uh-oh. What is that? Arrows. Stone stance. He's a sword dude. You have the... You had them... Look like it because also X on TSN. Come on, Grizzle Face. This time you won't glitch out. Grizzle Face. Didn't it take it out? Fine, and I guess it didn't take it out then. Even though it just beat it. Yellow fish.
Solid work, Murray. Now that the oil lines are exposed, SLY's all set up for a paragliding job off the lighthouse.
Boom, 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 boom. To open up the map. It's like a synchronization point. No. It's not Assassin's Creed. No, let's go as battle. First, set some loot. Need a lot of money. What are we doing? Golden Forest. Because the leaves are golden.
Oj! No.
I can see. Is there really point in getting this? All the stuff? Nah. Won't get it. Well, even if it's Europe, Bentley. You're gonna go. No. Do a stand. Have to. And then I can go
coming. If we can trust Murray's informant, that's the silo with the battery hidden inside.
To prepare it for travel, we'll have to drain off its northern light energy. By attaching a boat's grappling hook to the top of the silo, we should be able to deplete power from the battery.
Murray's in position to help throw you out onto the boat.
Once on board, I'll hack into its steering controls and move the vessel close enough to fire its grappling hook.
Okay, I'll climb on top of the silo and attach the hooks. How many grappling lines will it take to drain the battery?
3 should suffice. Once the first line's attached, Murray and I will commandeer another boat. You should stay in position.
Finally, I get the easy gig.
Me? Look. Bentley. Yes.
I'm all set to throw you to that boat. These days, my aim is impeccable.
Now to hack the steering controls.
No. Fireball is this? Weird one. Let's just roll around in a big circle. They will remove poop. Let's take care of the poop.
Nice work hacking the
If hacking
autopilot.
was that
The
simple.
boat's heading into position. I'm already on top of the silo. Shoot the grappling hook up to me, and I'll make sure it gets attached to the battery.
Now first try.
The hook's in
First
place.
try.
You guys should head out for another boat before anyone picks up on what we're doing.
Well, you didn't see me miss it, did you? Don't. Bentley didn't even have to do something. Peasant didn't need the murder's help. They were all baiting me. Wait, so you gotta take out that. Stay tuned. And there you go. Watch out, first try.
The second hook's in place. One more grapple line to go, and this thing will be on empty.
Oh, there's the mammoth.
I was wondering what happened to that guy. Guess he just prefers to be frozen.
Oh. Everywhere. Snuggle. That could work, yeah. After how do you want to go this point? First try.
That did it. With the battery chamber empty, we'll be all set to move in.
And the room. I've got that for you. You burn. No, you won't burn. Me? Final mission with SLY. 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 Here. Shiny pockets. Felt like. Of course, we gotta be on top of the lighthouse again. Shiny pockets? Yes. Sneaky AF. Stealing all your money, you have a ruby large gem. Oi. He all they did was just sit there in the middle of the bridge. No. That was his bridge then. And then let's get to the top of this lighthouse again. Start this mission. Cronk, 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 cronk. I think it was torpedoes.
In order to overcome Jean BISON in the Lumberjack games, we'll need to enlist the help of the giant Canadian eagles. Their nest is out on that iceberg.
Good luck
Steal
getting
one
that.
of the eggs, and then bring it safely back to the safe house. We'll use it to direct the eagle's protective instincts against BISON.
Sure, sounds easy enough. Except for the part where I have to swim a half a mile through freezing water.
Why swim when you can
You
paraglide?
broke the table.
With the oil mains all destroyed, the pent-up combustible materials have just caught fire.
I see. The updraft created by the flames should give me some extra altitude.
Just make sure to stay out of the fire. Get too close and old Grizzleface will be eating barbecued raccoons for dinner.
That's a charming image, Bentley.
Breaking the table here.
Challenge.
We didn't challenge anyone here. No. And yeah. Now it's just a hole then. Oh, paint over it. No. That thing is fucking strong.
You said good luck.
Even seeing the table being bent. No, I didn't challenge you. You just started doing it anyways, and then it's like, okay, good luck doing it. There is no challenge. Well, the challenger is to beat the game and platinum it. No, I mean, it goes to Tsushima.
Watch out for those eagles, they don't look friendly.
Oh. No.
Don't say it.
I know the name.
A plague tale.
Requiem. Let's steal this egg.
Because plague tale is even much better.
Excellent job.
Then
If
goes
you
to
can get
Tsushima.
that eagle egg back to the safe house, we'll be all set for the Lumberjack games.
They are
No. Wait, do the chicken. Yeah.
Should I put you in the bucket? What do you say?
I didn't catch what Bentley said, but I guess you gotta bring it back.
Great work, Sly.
Let's make Pink jump. Look at Pinky now.
The Lumberjack games are upon us. Now, despite Murray's study of the log chopping guide, none of us are skilled enough to beat Jean BISON at his own game. So, though it pains me to say it, we'll have to cheat. Murray, you'll participate in the power log chopping competition. Get us a good score, and then let BISON up for his turn. While he's chopping, I'll sneak the eagle egg into his trousers, and the protective parents should disturb his axe swings. Sly, given your ascension skills, I've signed you up for the ice wall climb. We'll keep BISON from beating your score by pulling him off the wall with some nearby grappling lines. And finally, I'll represent our team in the log rolling competition. With my knowledge of rotational mechanics, we're sure to get a stupendous score. Sly will be in charge of greasing BISON's logs, so he has no chance of beating it. If you guys are ready, I say we head out and show these meathead lumberjacks what we're made of.
Let the games begin.
Oh, lumberjack games, lumberjack games.
I'm pretty sure he wasn't sleeping. It's Bentley to start up the Lumber games, even though there's gonna be a boss fight now soon.
Okay, guys, let's head down there and win those talons from Jean BISON. Sly,
Jean
try to
BISON.
keep a low profile when we get close. We don't want him to recognize you. Excuse me, sir. We humble lumberjacks would like to participate in your lumberjack games.
Think you got what it takes to win the clockwork talons, eh? Well, I'm sure enough gonna let you play, so long as you pay the entry fee.
Much obliged, partner. We'll, just take our positions for the competition.
Enjoy the moment while you think you still got a chance. It's as close to winning as you'll ever get. This year's first event will be a power chopping contest. Not like anyone's ever gonna beat my record, but let them try. Not bad, Hippo. But watch and learn as I destroy that log without even breaking a sweat.
He will destroy that dog without even breaking a sweat.
Okay, Bentley, you're on. Plant the eagle egg on BISON, and the angry eagle parent should swoop in and throw off his axe timing.
Come on, Eagles. Way too easy. A lot more. Come on, BISON. You're way too slow. Going over there.
What? I think you better rethink them scores, boys. What you intended to give me was perfect tens, right? So your pink friend knows how to handle an axe.
It's just
Let's
cheating
see
as
how
well.
you handle a vertical wall of ice.
Vertical wall of ice. Not sure.
Come here.
Easy.
Pretty good for a scrawny raccoon. Now, watch and learn as I demonstrate the art of power climbing.
Hurry! Use those grapples to hook onto BISON. You will need to hook him with all 3 lines to pull him off the wall.
Watch it as I go in first try. All of them. Don't move. So much for the first try. The fuck? What is this? There you go. He's on the top already. I failed that one really hard.
Oh, that's one of the best times I've ever had.
That was so good. Nah, job didn't fail. Do it over again. Watch now, first try. Watch now. Overshooting way too much. Never did this before, huh? Come on.
Oh, that's one of the best times I've ever had.
Oh. Don't be so happy, John BISON. I'll take you. Watch that first try. That was first try. I was way better at this when younger. Are you serious now? Come on, fall down. Knock the air out of your stomach.
It seems you have pulled the wrong cards again. Did I ever tell any of you the story about the judge from last year's competition who mistakenly gave me a score other than 10? I see we're tied with only one event to go. Unfortunately for you, I've saved my best event for the last. The spinning log competition.
Okay, looks easy enough. I just need to stay out of the water.
Way too easy. Come on, sorry.
A log rolling turtle. Who ever heard of such a thing?
Turtle. Come on.
A log rolling turtle. Who ever heard of such a thing?
Couldn't cheat by using a jetpack on the back. We can do this.
One lucky turtle. I'll give you that. But now, watch how a skilled log roller does it.
This is crazy. John BISON's got those judges so intimidated, there's no way he can lose.
You're right, Murray. Those guys need to go. Okay, I'm just making this up on the fly, but what if I were to lure the judges one by one into that cave? Once inside, you two will knock them out and take their clothes.
Ingenious! When all three judges have been restrained, we'll be able to don our disguises and take their place at the judges' table. Sly, you can use the alarm clock gadget to distract the judges and lure them into the cave.
That's a great plan, Sly, but you'll have to move fast. Once John BISON finishes the log rolling event, the gig is up.
Come on. Come on. Run inside a cave. It's a black cave there. Let's run into it. By this rate, I won't do it. There we go. I bet they got water. This thing here is just Come on, he didn't see me, did he? Too far away to be seen. Very close. Even if I don't really know the jobs here. Maybe I'll stay on here. There you go, that lays up. And then next guard, or next judge. Here we go. Of course, he has shiny pockets too. Last judge. There we go.
What? I thought I warned you judges about the consequences for incorrect scores. Wait a second. You aren't the judges I hired. It's the scrawny raccoon and his annoying friends. Well, if you want the talent, then why don't you just take them?
Oh, my aching head. Those talons really pack a punch. Sly! Murray! Wake up!
Yeah, I'm awake, but not so loud. I have a splitting headache.
Where are we? What's going on?
This looks like the sawmill control room.
He's
BISON must have thrown us in
to the
here for
climate.
interrogation later. I, for one, would like to escape before he returns.
It looks like we're pretty well sealed in here. Unless
Unless what?
you can fit through that hole.
I think I could squeeze through there. I'll drop down and try to free you guys from the outside. If there's any trouble, I'll call with this walkie-talkie. You might be able to help me with these sawmill controls.
While you guys do that, I'll try prying open that steel door. Given enough time, I might be able to make some progress.
Sounds like a plan. Good luck, Bentley. And remember to shout if I can help you from up here.
We are gonna fight BISON.
Bentley, you okay? I can't see you from in here, but I heard the fall.
I'll be fine. Just give me a moment to catch my breath.
Well now, Candy Britches. I should have figured a puny turtle like you'd find a rat hole to squirm through.
Well, I just dropped my glasses, had to come pick 'em up.
I ain't like you, boy. I ain't stupid. When y'all were unconscious, me and my boys paid a visit to your hideout and found all them clockwork parts. Lucky thing, too. Arpeggio is willing to plunk down a king's ransom for the whole lot. I even threw in the talons.
You sold all the clockwork parts? Arpeggio has them all?
I wouldn't expect one of your kind to understand the finer points of commerce. You turtles are too stupid to know a woodcutter from a woodchuck.
That's it. Time I showed you just how stupid we turtles really are. SLY, on my command.
I hear you.
Prepare yourself, BISON. En garde.
Okay, Walnut. Get ready for a smushing.
Call out which lever I should pull.
Flames!
10-4.
Saws!
There you go.
Logs!
On it.
Flames!
Come on in here, boys. Let's get this varmint.
This is a fight BISON.
Blood drop!
All right.
Fire up!
Yep.
Blades!
How's that?
Flames! Let 'em go!
Done.
Ooh! Here we go,
Saws!
Bam!
Flame 'em!
Okay.
Saws!
Yep.
Logs!
On it.
Eat dynamite, turtle.
Flames! Flames!
There you go.
Logs away!
Done.
Ooh, that's way too close for me as well.
Saws!
Okay.
Anyone for some turtle soup?
Call out which lever I should pull.
Blades!
There you go.
Logs away!
Okay.
Flames! Flames!
All right.
Saws!
Bam!
Missed me up as well.
Fire!
How's that?
Come on in here, boys. Let's get this varmint.
Log drop!
10-4.
Saws?
On it.
Saws! Saws! Fire!
Oh yeah.
Let 'em go!
Uh-huh.
Saws! Saws!
Yep.
Fire up! Saws! Saws!
Done.
Fire!
Come on.
Logs! Logs!
There you go.
Come on down. Come on to the side.
Blades!
Eat dynamite, turtle.
You dynamite.
Saws! Saws!
All right.
Logs! Logs!
Yep.
Cook 'em! Saw blades!
Done.
Come out, boys. Let's get to killing.
Saws! Saws! Let 'em go!
On it.
Oh,
Fire up!
How's that?
Saw blades!
Okay.
Fire!
Uh-huh.
Drop 'em!
Turn to station. I've been done in by some four-eyed turtle. Times have changed.
Once again, brains triumph over brawn.
Good job, little buddy. That was some fast thinking.
Don't forget about me.
You did a great job opening that door, Murray.
Thanks.
Attention, John BISON. Arpeggio's carrier blimp will arrive to pick up the Northern Light battery in exactly 1 minute.
Okay, enough patting ourselves on the back. If we're going to get the clockwork parts back, we need to get onto that blimp.
The silo battery isn't far. If we run, we can make it.
Enough talk, let's move.
Enough talk, let's move.
Shake a leg. That blimp's on its way.
Can we see the blimp? No. Here you go. Badly could have just used a pad in there too. Here comes Arpeggio's blimp.
As we shut ourselves into the Northern Light battery, it became black. For a few long minutes, we just sat there in darkness. No one dared to talk for fear that Jean Bison's men might discover where we were hiding. Time seemed to have stopped. And then, we felt it. We were being lifted up to Arpeggio's blimp. It was all so strange. The focus of all our schemes had been stolen from us. Our clockwork parts were gone. Looking around the inside of the battery, I knew we all felt it. Failure. I was twitchy and ready for action. Any action. Bentley tried to make some sense of the situation by drawing up meaningless plans. But Murray took it the worst. He just sat there sobbing while the team van floated away over the horizon. That van was his life. I knew I'd have to find a way to make it up to him.
Murray lost his car.